Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Road to Metroid Dread. This is Super Metroid Part 1 officially. I'm going fast because this game goes fast too. It's the coolest Metroid game of all time. Here we go. Welcome everybody to Super Metroid. This is the third Metroid game on the road to Metroid Dread, and one of the best Metroid games, if not the best Metroid game of all time, in the opinions of very many people. Now, if you missed the prologue, don't worry about it too much. We're going to have a very enjoyable experience, and this playthrough is probably going to be a little different to watch than what you've probably seen on YouTube before. Because I'm a very experienced player. Let's say that. I'm going to take this game quick and slow. I'm going to show off a bunch of tricks and cool things that I really enjoy in this game, but I'm probably not going to, rush the game like I would if I was speedrunning it. There, we got the Morph Ball. I'm going to kind of gloss over a bunch of things, probably. But I am so excited to just, get through this, get into it, and show off some of the things that I think make this game really cool. And of course, talk about it too, It isn't all going to be crazy tricks. I also want to talk about some other things too, like, who knows, perhaps what the game means to me, right? My experiences with it, and of course, start a bit of a dialogue with you all. This game is very special to me. It's one of the two Metroid games I had to play while growing up, and it's one of the first games I played on the Super Nintendo. It's also one that I didn't really finish playing too much until I was much older. But that didn't stop me from learning a few tricks on the way, Like, for instance, this game's got wall jumping. Wall jumping, pretty cool stuff. I kind of glossed over some of the things, like the Morph Ball and the missiles, because, everybody will talk about them, right? And, you've probably seen them. As a matter of fact, you start with them in Metroid 2, and you get them really early in Metroid 1. Not much different there. Here we get the bombs, though. The bombs are cool. I like the bombs. They're the bomb. Oh. Ah. Oh, I messed up that fight really badly. Don't worry about it right now, though. Yeah, that was the bomb trees. I love that fight, I'm very quiet during boss fights. You're gonna notice that a lot. Let's get out of here. There's one of those really hard tricks that not a lot of people can do right there. It's called the Alcatraz Escape. And pretty much, normally, you would leave by going up here and bombing through the blocks, but I'm too cool for that. So I just kinda do that. It's easy, just keep moving. Keep on moving forward a little bit, keep getting some stuff done, I always mess this room up, because I don't know how to do it. There we get our first energy tank. Energy tanks in this game get you lots of stuff. I'm not here to beat around the bush, though. I've watched so many people play this game. I've played this game so much. I watched my dad play this game. I watched my uncle play this game. I fell in love with this game at a very young age and played it in a lot of different ways. I've played item randomizers and multi-worlds and all sorts of cool things. Some of those most people don't even know about, really. Here's something that a lot of you probably already know about, but you know what? I'm gonna do it anyway because it's cool. And who knows, maybe you don't know about this, but you can actually get through this whole room. You wouldn't normally be able to do that, Because you wouldn't be fast enough, but I'm fast enough. I'm so fast, and quick, too. Get ourselves a reserve tank there. Get ourselves a missile here. I'm gonna 100% this game. which isn't something I did for the other games because it wasn't important to do so. But in this game, all of the items are hidden in unique ways, and many of the solutions to getting them aren't too obvious. And some of the items I just want to get in ways that usually one wouldn't, you know? There we go. And here we've got the super missiles very early. You're not actually supposed to get these quite yet. And so they're going to make a lot of stuff easier to do. Let's stop for a moment and go take a look around at some other things. Do a little bit of the old exploring action. It's hard to do this game justice, but I just want to show off how cool it is and how technical it is. Boom. Little bit of map data. Oh yeah, this game's got a map, by the way. You can see around, and that way you don't really lose your way. In the earlier Metroid games, there wasn't a map, because in Metroid 1, limitations at the time, I suppose, didn't really allow for that. And Metroid 2, I don't really feel like would have benefited too much from a map, if I'm being honest with the people. We're gonna go around and do all sorts of things. Let's grab these missiles here, grab some other things, and I want to show some stuff off, too. Like over here, we've got a brand new upgrade and a staple in the Metroid series, the charge beam. Now this right here, what the charge beam allows you to do is charge up your beam for a shot that does increased damage. A lot of the bosses and tougher enemies in this game can only be damaged by your missiles or the charge beam, right? And so having this, which basically stands in for missiles, it's pretty big. And it also lets you do some other cool stuff like this here. Get a load of that. Bet you didn't know you could do that with a charge beam. Or what about this? Okay, well maybe that's not so impressive. But maybe it is. Because if you do a somersault while you got the charge beam, you just kill stuff. Now here, I'm going to do a little bit of a trick. Don't worry, for all of you veteran players who know what this is, don't worry too much. So we gotta run back here, edge up closer to here, and... uh-oh. Do I not remember how to do it properly? Uh-oh. I can't do it! I'm bad! Oh no. Shameful, Xander. Well, I couldn't do it. I usually first try that. I guess I just wasn't doing it today. But you know what? That's okay. We can keep going. Let's just do this wall jump, that, boom. Get these missiles early. Wall jumping, it gives you a lot of options. It lets you get up to places you couldn't otherwise, skipping the need for certain power-ups to get around. And it's just super helpful for, like, moving around the map in general. And yeah, that seems like enough. Let's come back down here and try it again, shall we? Oh, we got it. All right. And we're in. Let's get into here and look at that. Some more super missiles. This is actually the way you're supposed to get the super missiles in this game. Well, no. Technically, it's not. But I'll show you why. All right. We got that defeated. Now let's head up here. Let's go up here. There's a save point up here. There's some other stuff too. I'm really interested in it. And there's something I want to show you all, because most speedrunners have never even seen this boss. Or if they have, it's only been in myths and legends. So that's something I'm going to do for you all. Alright, let's go in here, though. Got a little hole here. It's a little hint to the save room. Saved up nice and not too shabby. Alright. I'm going to blow up these guys in here. You're easy. You're easy. You're easy. This is why we have the missiles. Pop that open. Pop this open. And you know what? Let's go up in here, because it says that there's an item in here on the map. Or maybe something else. That's a green door. We can leave at any time, basically. Get a load of this guy! Who is this guy? I haven't seen him in years! I only fight this guy in ROM hacks! No one fights this guy anymore. He's too easy. Look at how long he takes. Of course I'd skip him if I had the chance. And luckily, there are many a chance. I cannot be stopped. I won't even get hit. Ah! I did get hit. And there we go. We have defeated the plant boss Spore Spawn. We call him that because he spawns spores. Look at this. If you wall jump off the side of this crazy goofball, he shakes. Isn't that funny? Now, for all of you who didn't know, this is actually the way that you're supposed to get the super missiles the first time. But because I did some cool tricks, we don't even need to worry about it. We fall down. This. Look at that. It's where we were before. Taking down the threats. Getting a move on. The good stuff, you know? And, of course, grabbing up all those items. Just scooping them up nice and easy. What's up here? A secret missile. Ooh. It's hidden in the pipe. Frickin' Mario style. Do a little bit of running action. Hit that guy, and boom! We're through the room. And in to Red Brinstar. Red Brinstar is a cool place. I'm a big fan of Red Brinstar. I'm destroying this game. Got one of the best themes in Metroid history. Take a little bit of damage on the way up. And we're up! That's a really hard wall jump to pull off with the timing, especially having to wait for Shelder over there. It's just a nightmare. But you know what's even more of a nightmare? This room. For normal people, like me, it is a nightmare. Oh no! I'm falling in the Samus Eaters! I messed that all up. There we go. But we're in here. And we're up to the top. Ow! Boom. Breakthrough. Let's get this ringing out of my ear. This is why I've got this reserve tank, after all. And boom! Look at that! That was called a damage boost. You may have seen it earlier. Basically, in this game, if you take damage, and you hold towards the direction you were knocked back from, you get just thrown. The earlier you do it, the further you go, too. And here we've got the power bombs. Another new addition here in Super Metroid. And look at it. Boom! It's a huge explosion. And what's this? Another secret. These secrets are hidden all over the map, even more so than Metroid 2's secrets. And some of them were pretty well hidden. Oh. Darn it. You know what? We got some power bombs now. Now that's playing with power. That's that blast processing right there. Enter here. We'll blow up these guys. Easy enough. They're easy. They're simple. And you know what? Let's grab another secret. Here in the flower floor. Now this one's only hinted at because of these metal spokes around this one. If you were standing up here and you noticed the hole, you might even be able to get yourself some of those delicious. Ah! Oh no! I missed! Oh, that's so sad. Oh, I got killed and sent all the way back. To before Spore Spawn. Well, he can be undead this time. Undead plant. I blasted him to death for the sole purpose of showing you all what that boss looks like, because even the speedrunners I play with don't know what that boss looks like. They're just like, ha, Spore Spawn, that guy doesn't exist. Who's that? You know what? Maybe I'll take that death as a sign that I'm in a little bit over my head. And instead of going up, let's go down a little, eh? And look at that. If I had some power bombs right now, but you know what? I'm an idiot. Let's get some move around. Get off my screen, Moth. And here we've got a health refill center. It reminds me a bit of the purple orb rooms in, or the healing orbs in Metroid 2. But they're contained in a nice little arm cannon system now. I'm a fool. I know nothing. Ah! I've learned nothing. Yeah, if you fall in the water, it's bad news. Ooh. Let's look up here. That's... right. Too much randomizer. If you know, you know. And in here, we get the Spazer Beam. I didn't know this until literally less than a week ago, but the Spazer Beam's actually from Metroid 2. And it's brought forward into this game for a huge burst of raw damage. Very, very exciting. Very cool. Let's drop down into here. Ah! Oh god. Oh jeez. I haven't been grabbed by one of those guys in a while. Let's get moving around. And you know what? Let's get a little bit back up to speed with the old Metroid. And head down to Norfair. Now Norfair's looking a little different. It's not all purple and bubbly. Instead it's rocky and craggy. The planet looks pretty different from when it used to. And there's a reason for that. It's sad. But we'll explore Norfair and maybe kick some butt in the next episode of Super Metroid. This is the road to Metroid Dread. I'll see you all later. Oh, and before I forget, I wanted to ask you all, what's your first experience with Super Metroid like? What did y'all do? Let me know.